Hey, today I am quite tired. I actually had to go out and get a new mouse for my new computer. My other one was kind of messed up. And right before I left, I got a review key for Code of Princess EX. Now, the embargo for it has been pretty lax. It's definitely one of the more lax embargoes I've had. Pretty much that and 20X actually like the most lax embargoes I've had, besides just not having an embargo at all. I cannot show the ending. I'm pretty sure anybody who plays beat-em-ups does not really care about the story anyway, so it's not really much of an issue. However, I'm not really sure if I could do a mechanics overview until the embargo lifts, because it's kind of like pushing the limits of, or it's kind of like a borderline review. But I will upload some raw gameplay probably later today. So today, to chill out, I'm going to show some ways that I do crowd control with Asaru. So the Judgment Cut actually has a just version. It's basically the second gimmick of Asaru's moveset, besides just being fast and kind of playing like DMC reboot Dante. He plays very similarly to him. You know, you can have like the really easy enemy steps and ways to keep the enemies in the air and things like that. But what he really has is he has a just attack for pretty much everything that does more damage. It also will have extra properties as well. Like here's the base business card. Here's the just one. He throws more. And here's the basic string. There's the just one. And here's the prop shredder. And there's the just one. There's the rising high time. So what I normally do for crowd control, let me see if I can spawn a couple of them here. You try to group everyone together as much as you can. Okay. Like that. So you want to use this as much as possible because it does pretty good damage and it's probably the best crowd control that he has. Now, in terms of ways to easily buffer the Judgment Cut, I normally do it off Murder Wheel like this. Since that gives you a long time to buffer, it can be kind of difficult to do it off the other attacks simply because you know they're not as active. Like, I'm still kind of learning how to do that. Now, the added benefit to Murder Wheel is that it actually deflects bullets. Pretty much all the umbrella moves do. Like that. So if you have someone in the air, in the off chance that you get attacked during that, actually both of these moves, then you'll deflect the bullets back. So you can kind of use it in the air. You can also use it as an instant parry. I kind of like how in the DMC games, when you jump up, you're invincible. You can kind of use it like that. Use the Murder Wheel, then you're pretty much covered. Let's see if I can get a couple of them out here. Like that. And you also have the option of dashing as well, which will give you some overclock meter in case you're not able to deflect everything. So you really need to learn the just timings with him, otherwise you're not going to be doing as much damage. I think the most important ones Definitely the rising high time. I think this one does a lot of hits. Also, he added a just attack for the Helmbreaker as well. So let me go ahead and show that off. I'm not as good at the timing on this. I don't have the muscle memory down since it's new. He also added a new dive kick. Pretty sick. It's also a new Azuna drop as well. This replaces the old finisher that he had. Does a lot of damage, good crowd control too, so while you're in overclock, if you can get that off, then that will do good crowd control as well. So I already uploaded a full Bloody Palace run yesterday, or I got pretty close to the end. I kind of got bodied there. I'll do a full run later. I actually do need to finish his full moveset, so the next content that I'll probably do for this, aside from Bloody Palace with Amelia, is I'm going to go through the game again on New Game Plus with Asaru and try to get the rest of his moves. So let me go ahead and show off, or at least attempt to show off, how these techniques work in actual battle. My eyes are pretty tired from so much Code of Princess. Not really in tip-top gaming condition right now. Also, if you want to stun lock something, you can do it really easily with the by dash canceling the business cards. There we go. I'll go through a few floors, since I didn't commentate much of my last run. It was just a stream VOD. It really goes to show how good of a game this is. It actually does have the mechanical depth that, you know, the best character action games do. But it's got a lot of good, unique things about it as well, like the overclock mechanic. Actually being able to train without mods or trainers. So, I'm sure you know me. I am a proud advocate for tag combos. I've been begging him to add tag mode. I hope it will happen at some point. Obviously, right now the priority is fixing or finishing Amelia's campaign, but we've all told him that the replay value in this is still pretty lacking. Not a whole lot of things to unlock. Which tends to be a problem in a lot of these games, is there's just not a whole lot to do for the average person who's not, you know, obsessed about mastering every mechanic to the highest level possible. There's just not a whole lot else to do. So that's something that we want addressed at some point. We weren't really expecting him to do this. This wasn't really something that was widely requested in the Discord. He just kind of randomly added this. I know everyone port begs for Switch games, but I think this would be amazing to play on the Switch. I know the Switch actually does support Unreal Engine 4 now, so maybe we'll be able to optimize the game. Right now, it's still a very demanding game to play on PC, so You would need to do a hell of a lot of optimization to get it to the point where it could run well on the Switch. So this dive kick actually used to be done in a different way. You had to hold down B or circle in the air, and I couldn't for the life of me actually find a use for it. It felt too clunky and unresponsive, so he basically just recycled that animation and made sure that it's done in a different way. So now it's done off a dash jump. So obviously I've still got a metric ass ton to pay on my computer, but if I manage to secure some extra funds, I will definitely do another giveaway for this in the future. So Kazama actually does not have the guard crush mechanic. You can just hit him from the front. I guess it's supposed to be because in the plot he's just like a regular dude. But everyone else will use the guard crush mechanic. Right now, this game obviously does not have the best enemy variety. I assume that when Amelia's campaign is, starting to be developed, we'll probably have better enemy variety. But right now, I think the enemies are pretty good. I mean, sometimes the spam gets annoying, but alright, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. That is about 20%. Actually, that is exactly 20% of the Bloody Palace. I think I showed most of the mechanics there. This game is like most character action games where you really have to get into the zone before you start playing well. So the flash is when you're supposed to release or do the attack for the just attack. And I have the muscle memory down for most of them, but I still need to do some more work in that regard. So let me see exactly how much it is I need to unlock the rest of his moveset, and then I'll probably start doing more serious runs with him. I don't think I have that much left, but I think I am missing some just attacks. It would be better to learn those sooner than later. Alright, so everything in here is done. Oh, Whirlwind Kick Just would probably be really good. I think that's probably going to be good at breaking guards, so I'm probably going to go for that one next. I don't really use the Stinger that much, but I think it actually does really good damage, so I have that. And now it says I don't have this, but I have it unlocked, so I don't know what's going on there. So for the cards, I have everything unlocked. Missing the R1 just attack and one on the dash attack, which I almost never use that move. I don't really see it to be too useful. Same with the aerial one. And the aerial spy shotgun. And I need to unlock her upper, which I've never really used. So that's basically it. So I'll probably play through like half of the game, and I'll be able to get that pretty quickly. So once I do that, which will probably be after I finish all this Code of Princess stuff, I'll definitely look into doing a New Game Plus run, and then I'll start kind of working on Amelia, trying to get better with her. She still needs quite a bit of tweaks. I think there's going to be more moves for her as well, so I might not take her too seriously at the moment. Now apparently there's a hidden move with her that I want to try out. I don't know how to do it exactly. Let's see if I get it. Oh, there we go. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Thanks for watching. If you have any other questions about the mechanics, I'll probably go more in depth with them once I have the full moveset and once the game's been tweaked a little more. He's still changing quite a bit of things, so it's not like a, finished release where you can more feasibly kind of explain everything. Things are still changing quite a bit. We just got the guard break mechanic with this update, which drastically changes how the bosses are fought and makes them a lot more fun. So when things are a little more finalized, I'll look into that, but there's a little bit of a preview of Asaru's advanced mechanics and how to use him in crowd control situations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.